Officials in Ukraine say Russia launched the biggest overnight drone bombardment of the 3-year-long war. Ukrainian officials say Moscow launched 479 drones and 20 missiles overnight. The attacks dampen hopes that a ceasefire might soon be reached. Despite the difficulties earlier today, Russia and Ukraine swapped another batch of prisoners of war. Joining us now from Ukraine is Stephen Moore. He is the founder of Ukraine Freedom Project. Stephen, thanks for being with us. As you know, Russia has recently escalated its attacks on Ukraine. And each week, there seems to be a new record of drones fired at the country. What have you been experiencing?
We have very noisy nights here in Kyiv. And, and frankly, the actual chance of being killed by a Russian missile or drone is similar to the chances of being killed in traffic in Washington, D.C. or any other big city in America. So it's noisy, it keeps you from sleeping, and it's a little bit more stressful than traffic, but the chance of me dying on my way to work is about the same as you getting in an auto crash in Washington, D.C. Now, we had a big attack by the Ukrainians on Russia just about a week ago, and Putin says he's going to retaliate. There's going to be a massive retaliation, and as it turns out, it's just another average night in Kyiv. It was the same as any other attack in May, and so there is no relationship between what Ukraine does and what Putin does.
That's an interesting perspective. And Stephen, in April, President Trump said he was not happy with Russian President Putin. Trump has repeatedly given him a deadline of 2 weeks or the U.S. would respond differently. Last week, in a meeting then with the German chancellor, Trump likened the war to two young people fighting like crazy and saying sometimes you're better off letting them fight for a while. What kind of message does that send in your opinion?
The wrong message. And Trump, God bless him, Trump gets good information sometimes and makes good statements, and other times he gets terrible information like this. This is, Putin is not going to stop until he is stopped. He just wants to take back all the countries that were formerly in the Soviet Union. And so it's not kids playing in the playground. It is Putin is doing as much as he can to destroy civilian lives in Ukraine, no matter what Ukraine does.
Pope Leo XIV has spoken now with both Presidents Zelenskyy and Putin. Stephen, what are your hopes for how the Vatican may play a key role in peace talks?
Oh, I am so thrilled with the new Pope. And, he just gives me a good feeling in general. And the guy's from Chicago, for starters. And, and also he's saying all the right things on Ukraine. And more importantly, our polling, the Ukraine Freedom Project has recently done polling on Republican attitudes towards Ukraine. And Pope Leo's call for peace is one of the things that is most persuasive to Republicans to support Ukraine.
Stephen, thank you so much for your perspective and for your time. God bless you.
Thank you very much.